I did promise I will tell you as much as possible about the venue and this place. I've had this wonderful week. So I'm here with a gentleman whom I refer to as a team leader, although he doesn't always want to refer to himself as that. But he's been all the 3 times I've been here, his nutritional talks and even the way he listens to you on a day-to-day, it's just so wonderful. I can't even say it enough. And his lovely wife, Nikki, this is Dao, and this is Nikki, his lovely wife. Nikki has this unique role she plays here as well. She listens to you. She does all kinds of things. So I'm just going to leave them to tell us a little bit about what they bring to Sura on a day, just as briefly as possible. You don't have to tell us everything. Because if I'm saying it, I might not say it properly. Yeah, it's a long list. I'm not going to be able to say it properly. I always feel when people say it themselves, it's more authentic. And the icing of the cake is, I'm sure Nikki supported our DAO to finally put the book. The first day I've been here, I've been hassling him, and one of those who was saying, please, you need to put all of this in the book. So I'm sure he's worked so hard, writing a book. I have a book in my brain, I've not been able to put it down, so in my head or wherever it is. So I know how hard it is to put pen to paper and actually have a book. It's a beautiful book. I'm going to put it somewhere. I have a copy of it, obviously, signed by the author. So, so I'm going to put a copy here somewhere on this screen for you to see. And the book is available on Amazon. So every of you can get it. I know it's not possible for all of you to come down here to do this retreat. Some of you, my followers, you don't even live in this country. You live in Nigeria. Majority of followers, some of them, UK is my major top follower. Some others, Nigeria and US, and all over the world. So some of you might not even be able to come in the first place. So but those of you can come, at least you've got the next best thing to be able to read this wonderful book and improve your nutritional, emotional, psychological, and mental well-being. You'll see how you, by just eating right, can do a lot for your body. This wonderful creation God has made for us to be here, to live in. As someone said, we should look after our body because it's only what we've got to live in. It's only one place we've got to live in. I heard that saying somewhere. So here, I know I'm talking too much now, but I'm so excited when I have these two with me, or any of members of the team in particular, for that matter. So please, who should we start with?
I think we should start with you.
Really?
Okay, good.
Thank you so much, Mabel, for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
I always have such a warm feeling when I sit around you. I often leave our little interactions with a very warm heart. You do such beautiful things in the world.
Thank you.
And that same energy is what created this business, this running the retreats, how to help people to understand what a fantastic miracle we are. Just the wonders of the body, the wonders of the planet, and all the gifts of the planet that come to us through food. And reconnecting people to that. And the best way I know to do that is to take it all away. To take time to do a fast, and there's nothing that will make you appreciate the gifts of the earth like fasting. Not because you feel so terrible, but because when they come back, they're just so glorious. And so, that's always been the most powerful tool that I found. And so, what better way to do that? To help people change, to reconnect them to food, reconnect them to each other, reconnect them to the wonders of this beautiful place. And so we started running the retreats, and that was 25 years ago, and beautiful people keep coming here and having transformative experiences and bonding together, and it's all just so lovely. But every day on the retreats I do these talks, and over the years more and more people, write the book, but finally I did it. And so that's another way of planting seeds, like beautiful Mabel said, that many people can't get here, many people live far away, or it's too expensive, I understand. And so it puts those seeds out there. So now you can have a little me on your bookshelf. And hopefully it's the next best thing. It's as good as understanding it. Inside a fast is a very powerful place, but outside of that, just understanding it. And then hopefully you find the resources to bring all of that stuff through, to be able to make those choices in your environment, and most of all to make yourself understand that you are worth all of that. You don't need a bigger television, you don't need a bigger car, you need more health in your life. And the health is the happiness. And that's what a television probably won't give you, but what your health will give you.
Absolutely.
So that's the whole message right there.
Thank you, Dao. And over to you, Nikki, whom I sometimes call Mrs. L.
Did you tell it?
No, the name is there somewhere in some part of the literature somewhere. I don't know where I've seen it.
Exactly.
So it's a nice name, Dao L. It sounds so intelligent and guru-y.
I'll take that one.
You know what I mean? To be someone very intelligent and brilliant and smart. Yeah, guru.
Great.
Dao L. You don't see that name all the time, do you?
No, it's true.
Yeah, it's very unique.
He is unique.
Yeah.
He's a one-off.
Thank you. All right, Mrs. L, over to you.
So, I'm wondering how to describe my role here, because I've actually taken a back seat for the last couple of years. So I used to be holding all the yoga classes and deep relaxation and doing the food demonstrations at the end. And I haven't done that for a while. Got some other lovely people who've taken over those roles temporarily, partly because I'm going through menopause and I needed to just work a little bit less, but partly because I've also been doing my own business. I run courses. It's all about women's health, yoga and menstrual cycle health and menopause. So next year I'm going to be working here again more. I'm going to be coming back to some of the yoga. I'm also going to be bringing some workshops on my own stuff, because most of our clients here are women.
Absolutely.
And everybody needs to know how about these subjects, how to look after themselves. You know, they're fairly taboo things. They're not talked about much in the mainstream. Even GPs don't really have that much good advice to give. So it's a kind of empowering, in the same way that Tao empowers people to take control of their own health. What I'm doing is more empowering women to be able to support themselves in that way. So hopefully our two separate things are going to segue together a bit more.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's been lovely having both of you, and it's my pleasure. And thank you.
Oh,
I
real
look
pleasure.
forward to seeing you two next year.
Yeah.
Because as I tell people, this is my annual MOT.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mabel.
Hi everyone, Auntie Mabel is back here again. I did promise I would tell you guys as much as possible about this place, and I always have wonderful experience when I'm here. And what better way to introduce you to the wonderful members of the team that support us to have just a fulfilling week whenever I come here, and every other person that's been here say the same thing. So I've interviewed other members of the team. I'm just going to introduce these two gorgeous ladies. Kate here is, I've already interviewed Daniel. Daniel did mention Kate in his interview. Kate here is Daniel's wife. And Benita here is also married, has a husband, but is not part of the team. Also, obviously, I know he supports her behind the scene. So I'm just going to ask the two of them, one at a time, what they do here for the week and what else they do outside this place, a little tip that could help many of us to cope outside. Those of us, not many people, not everybody can come to Sura, I understand. So I'm sure they're able to give one or two tips in their own daily life or what they do, because it's only, as I said during when I was interviewing Daniel, we know that Sura opens 1 week in a month, every month of the year except August and December. So the other time they are not here, they are busy and doing other things with their lives, and they are enhancing other people's life. So over to you, Benita.
Thank you, Mabel.
You're welcome.
So my name is Benita, and I am a massage therapist and a body worker, because I do much more than massage. I work with the body as a source of well-being, as a source of becoming more natural, more relaxed. And I've been doing this for 25 years, doing body work, and I absolutely love it. it was a long journey for me to come into my own body and to really appreciate the richness of this one. And so I love being with people, having my hands on them, and trying to bring them into a state of self-love, of relaxation, of acceptance, and of curiosity into the sensual world. And that relates a little bit to what I do outside of the retreats, because I live in Devon and I feel very privileged to be living here and to have the opportunity to grow my own vegetables. So I spent a lot of time outdoors with my plants, with the wind, with the birds, with the trees. And it's really very touching to see people arrive here and feel what I experience on a daily basis, to just come into the nature, to gaze over the horizon, to look at the sea, to receive the stillness and the beauty of nature, of the trees and the land. So I really love working here. I love the feeling of being together as a family. You know, in a work environment, there's kind of pecking orders and there's kind of dynamics and there's stresses and goals. When you come here, it's basically you just arrive as who you are. There is no absolute goal. You're just welcomed for who you are. And that creates an opportunity for people to welcome each other, to be kind with each other, and to share their lives and their experiences with each other. So the people that come here do that, you know, as clients, or they do it with us. And I really love that. I love the equanimity between us and the fact that the baseline of everything is your personal choice and your personal freedom. Nobody is forced to take part in anything or to book therapies. We're just here, and if you feel so inclined, you are so most welcome. But if you feel you rather stay in bed or read a book, then that is equally a treasure. So freedom is really, and personal choice is at the basis of the spirit that we want to bring. So you can be empowered to lead your own life in the most beautiful way, and live your life at your own pace, not with the goals sort of waving red flags at you. So
thank you very much, Benita.
Lovely.
yeah,
Thank you. Right, over to you.
Hello,
Kate.
thank you, Mabel. My name's Kate Marion. I've been doing the work that I do for the last 25 years, same as Benita. I've worked with this team for 10 years and then I left and my husband Daniel took over and he's been with the team for, 5-6 years or something. So what I do now is I step in when Daniel can't, so I'm a kind of visiting person. While I'm here and outside, I offer people one-to-one sessions and group work. And what I'm doing is working with developmental and acute trauma, mostly developmental trauma. I work somatically, and for those of you that don't know what that means, we're working very much with not just the psychology, which you might do in counselling, but we're working with the psychology and the felt sense of what happened, because in trauma it gets stored in the body, it's just stuck energy. And in our natural state we are free, joyful, happy, creative, spontaneous, all of those wonderful things. And what I'm doing is looking to support the holding away from those things, so all of the habits and patterns that we've got stuck in that keep us away from our true selves. At home I do workshops. I live in Somerset, so I do weekend workshops. My one-to-one sessions are either in person in Somerset or via Zoom. Won't breathe. I also write children's books. I've got 5 novels for 8 to 12-year-olds that deal with for ordinary children who find themselves facing extraordinary situations. So I came from an incredibly traumatized background myself, and the work that I now offer is the work that saved me. And writing children's books seemed an obvious way to kind of share that message. And I remember reading books as a little girl, and they really helped me to navigate my own way through difficulty. So I'm attempting, one person at a time, to relieve the pain and suffering that I see in the world. That breaks my heart. So yeah, it's been lovely having you here.
Kate. Yeah, thank you. And you have a website?
My website, I have two websites, katemarion.com, and the Marion bit is spelled Maryon.
I'll put the link on the screen.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll take it
and
from
katemarion.co.uk. That's my kids' books website, and I do talks in schools and festivals and things like that.
Thank
Wonderful.
you too,
Thank
ladies.
you so much.
Very much.
Thank you, Mabel.
Hi everyone. This is one of the members of the Sura Detox team that look after us during our detox retreat. And I'll let him introduce himself. He's the man who I'm so blessed to have seen do a lot of things during the detox. I've come 3 times now to this particular one. So yeah, he does a lot of things like Tai Chi, and he does stress management talk or workshop. So I will just let him introduce himself and tell us his background and what he does outside of detox, because I know Sura Detox only open 1 week in the month, every month of the year except August and December. So, but other times, when that time Daniel doesn't just sit around doing nothing. So he's very qualified gentleman that when you hear him talk, you know that he knows his onions very well. So I will just let him say a little bit about how he's able to support us in the Tai Chi and the stress management workshop and all the other things he brings to the team.
Great, thanks Mabel. So yes, that introduction is great, lovely. So yeah, I do all sorts of things when I'm not working at Sura. Principally, I'm a therapist. I work as a somatic psychotherapist. So I see people, very often people who are kind of at the extremes of stress, suffering from the traumatic consequences of kind of bad things happening. And I work sometimes with my wife. We work with couples a lot. I live in a little village in the middle of the countryside where I've just built a really nice house, which is great. I enjoy that. So when I'm not at Sura, that's what I'm doing. And I'm also involved in training psychotherapists to work more somatically. I used to teach Tai Chi for many years, Tai Chi and Qigong, so I bring that to the detoxes as well. So that and many years of teaching and learning meditation, different meditation techniques. So all of these things are really useful in supporting people in really kind of learning how to relax, learning how to slow down, and learning also what...
Oh my goodness!
Whoa, she's falling over.
What's going on?
The ground is moving from under your feet.
That's the beauty of there. This is, can you imagine? The ground was just moving under our feet.
Sinking in the quicksand.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
So, that's kind of some of the things that I do.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Yeah, so yeah, they are able people here who knows what they are doing. So thank you.
Okay.